introduction about the fallow deer population of Barella. In fact, in 1972, a group of 6 fallow deer was released on the island for ornamental purposes. Over the years, the population kept growing, and today many fallow deer are present in Polesine and concentrated in particular within the municipality of Rosolina. The main nucleus of fallow deer in the Po-Delta area is located on the island of Albarella, and the species seems to be expanding. Some consideration on the data used. The estimation of the fallow deer population carried out in August 2020 shows a minimum of 270 fallow deer present in the island. The estimation of Albarella's carrying capacity was made with the forage unit indicator, FU. The FUs are referred to a grassy file with grass 30 centimeters high, whose production is equal to 3 tons per hectare, corresponding to 3,000 of forage units. The estimation FU from other types of vegetation was calculated by estimating the quantitative of edible biomass, and the fallow deer FU demand is equal to 836 FU per animal per year. In the model, we simulated the effect of predation with the introduction of 2 foxes. The first scenario predicts the trend with the conditions remaining as they are now. The objective of this model is to simulate fallow deer population trends in a time frame going from 2022 to 2030, while taking into consideration 2 different scenarios. In the first scenario, the exploited soil remains constant, meaning food sources in terms of FU remain unchanged, and the ongoing plan to capture 25 deer per annum is continued. While in the second scenario, the exploited soil is reduced by effect of woodland areas increasing and the reduction of grassland areas, so to maximize carbon storage. Capture rate remains unchanged, and a pair of foxes is introduced into the wildlife. The model is divided in 2 parts. The first part predicts the population trends, distinguishing between settled deer and emigrating deer. The population consistency is the result of the sum between the starting population plus new births, to which are subtracted predations, captures, and natural deaths. The limiting factor to the growth of the population is the scarcity of the food sources expressed in FU in the different types of grassland areas present. And once carrying capacity is reached, the surplus of birds will give way to an immigration of the deer population out of the island in search of new living habits. Instead, the second part analyzes the distribution of different age classes within the population. The numerosity per age group simulated by dividing the population into males and females at a young stage, reproductive stage, and old stage. The input of the model is given by the influx of newborns divided between males and females that will be added to the younglings population. Once they have matured, they will enter the reproductive stage, and the same dynamic will be repeated for the reproductive stage and the old stage. And the trend of the population by age class will stabilize itself once the island carrying capacity will be reached. About the results, in the first scenario, the carrying capacity for Albarella Island is equal to 407 animals, starting from a population of 270 animals The peak of population growth will be reached by 2024 with 401 deer. From 2024 onwards, 75 animals will emigrate from the island annually. In the second scenario, we assumed a variation of the different types of greenlands with a reduction of the current greenlands, which go from 59.57 hectares to 39 in 2026. The carrying capacity estimated on Albarella Island is equal to 347 animals, and starting from a population of 270 animals, the peak of population growth will be reached by 2023 with 324 deer. And from 2023 onwards, 54 deer will immigrate annually. But by introducing two foxes in the environment with a predation rate estimated in 13 fawns per fox, the population will reach its carrying capacity in 2024 with 332 animals, with an immigration rate of 28 deer annually from 2025 onwards. But the fallow deer is an alien species, and its immigration outside the island risks increasing the spread of this species in the Po Delta area, leading to imbalance from an ecosystem point of view. Furthermore, these animals moving toward busy areas represent a danger for motorists. It has therefore been estimated that in order to eliminate the immigration of the fallow deer, it's necessary to increase the capture taken annually from 25 to 41 for the first scenario, and for 25 to 32 for the second scenario without predators, and to 30 with introducing two foxes. The model also proposes a change in land use to maximize carbon storage, but in parallel with the increase in wooded areas, there is a decrease in the food resources available to the earth. Therefore, compared to the current situation, in the second scenario, we observe an increase in the carbon stock in the ecosystem and a slight decrease in the stock in biodiversity, which in this case represented by fallow deer. To conclude, we can say that for the coexistence between the fallow deer population and the island's tourist activity, the population must be in balance with the carrying capacity of the island. The island of Albarella is artificial, and the fallow deer are an alien species. So, and they have become a symbol of the island's naturalist, also playing a role of tourist attraction. Therefore, it's important to maintain the presence of these animals, but in balance with the carrying capacity of the island itself. In the containment of the population, predators could play an important role, but the conditions for coexistence with tourist activity are not present on the island. For example, because of the presence of waste, the risk of transmissibility of disease to humans and pets. Thank you.